Hello, my name is Kedklong Thaweerungsap, and this is my internship presentation for Baker Hughes Operations Thailand Limited. I interned there from January to April 2025 as a part of Logistics and Supply Chain Management program at Mae Fah Luang University. So let me walk you through what I did, what I learned, and what I took away from this experience. About the company, so Baker Hughes is a global energy technology company that originally started in the United States, and its main headquarters is in Houston, Texas. It's been in the industry for more than 100 years, providing services and solutions for oil and gas operation worldwide. In Thailand, the company was established back in 1994, and I was based at the Bangkok office, which is located on the 8th floor of Shinawat Tower 3. This office mainly focuses on procurement and sourcing, especially for oil field services and equipment. That's the area that I got involved in during my internship. Position and responsibilities. My role was a sourcing intern in the procurement department, and I mainly worked on indirect orders, which means items that aren't directly involved in the main activities in oil fields, like drilling, but are still essential to support operations. That includes things like office supplies, consumables, and sometimes equipment for drilling support. One of the main tasks I handled was the IFQ process, that is, request for quotation. When someone from the team needed items, whether it was drilling parts, tools, or basic supplies, I would help reach out to different vendors to collect quotes or prices. After that, I create comparison tables to look at pricing, lead times, product specs, and reliability, and send it to my supervisor for the next process. It wasn't just about picking the cheapest one, we had to find the best overall value. I also spent time updating vendor contact info in Excel and supported other assignments like PO scrub and helping out with pricing agreements between the company and suppliers. Challenges and solutions. At first, I wasn't familiar with how to write proper business emails, especially in English, but over time I learned the right structure and tone by watching how others did it and getting feedback from my supervisor. Another challenge was outdated vendor contact info. It was tricky to update the vendor database when emails or phone numbers were missing, but I got resourceful and looked things up on Google, Facebook, and company websites. If that didn't work, I would just call or email the vendor directly. Also, the technical side of sourcing, like understanding the specs of drilling parts, was new to me, and I had to ask a lot of questions and do my own research to keep up. And of course, communicating with vendors, especially international ones, sometimes came with language or clarity issues, but I got better at it with practice. Skills and knowledge that I have gained throughout the internship, I built a lot of soft and hard skills. Communication was a big one, both verbal and written. I also developed critical thinking when comparing vendor quotes or solving sourcing issues. Time management was important because I had to handle multiple tasks, and I got hands-on experience with business software like Excel and internal procurement systems. And most importantly, I got to apply real procurement knowledge from class to actual work. Personal reflection and suggestions. Looking back, I'm really proud of how much I grew during this internship. It really helped me improve my professional in communications and learned how procurement works in a real business in a global company. Even though I'm not sure yet if procurement is exactly what I want to do long term, this experience gave me a better idea of what kind of career I might want in the future. For future interns, if I could give any advice, it would be don't be afraid to ask questions, even if you feel unsure or it feels awkward. Be open to learn, try to get involved wherever you can, and most importantly, learn from every mistake. You will learn the most by doing and observing, even with small tasks. Conclusion: to wrap things up, this internship gave me a much better understanding of how procurement works in the real world. I also got to see what it's like to work in a big company and how sourcing and negotiation with vendors actually happens day to day. Most of all, it helped me to see a clearer picture of what kind of work I might enjoy in my future career, and I'm very thankful for this experience. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate the chance to do my internship at Baker Hughes, Thailand. And I want to thank Mae Fah Luang University and all my professors for making this experience possible.